Hello, it's us again, the Drunken Comic Review people. We're going to be doing our picks for the week. My pick for this week is Last Zombie from AP Production or what AP Entertainment. I've never read any of their comics before. This is their first one. I really enjoyed it. It's about a zombie invasion and what would be like after the zombie invasion. There's Walking Dead that has it during the zombie invasion. There's Cross that I really wouldn't say they're zombies, more like crazies. But The Last Zombie, really good book. Some guy Brian Keene. I hope I don't butcher his name because the writing is really good. The art is well done. There is a story afterwards with Lilith Zombie, like a story with that. Didn't care much for that, but the main story arc is really good. Uh, Basically, it's about a scientist that is in an underground base with some military people that's trying to find a cure for the zombie outbreak. He's been underneath this base for 2 years. One of the other bases that's further away lost contact. The main guy's girlfriend, fiance, is at the other base. The base has no contact. They can't find the satellite with what's wrong. They're going to be venturing out to see what's. They're venturing out for two reasons. One, to survey the area, see what's going on with the zombies, and also to find out what's going on with the other base. It's black and white, which is also really good.
Is the story taking place while they're venturing out or during his time in? I haven't read this one.
They're just now venturing out. So the first issue is where they rescue him, take him to the base. We learn a little bit of his backstory where he has a vaccine for the zombie bite infection, where it's not a full vaccine where it just prolongs the effect.
Right.
And then leaps 2 years in the future, and that's where the vaccine's still in its infancy, where they're still trying to make it sure that it completely secures you, where it's still right now it just keeps it out of you for a bit. And the base, the other base, they lost contact. I like how it is black and white because of
Yeah, lighting problem.
Yeah.
Get it under control here in a second.
Come on, women, get that light go. You go, baby. Um, so it's black and white, as I mentioned, like 5 times now. It does.
Wait, what color is it?
Oh, it's black and white.
It has a lack of color, is what you're saying.
The art is actually really good.
Do you think the black and white fits the story?
Oh yeah, any zombie book because of Ramirez, it needs to be black and white because of the very first.
So you prefer it in black and white?
Yeah.
Is what you're saying?
Yeah, like
Okay.
although Cross feels good with the color.
Not zombie.
Yeah, Cross really isn't zombie, but the other zombie books I've read, like We Will Conquer, or the latest one, We Will Be Triumphant, it's a lousy zombie one. It doesn't feel right in color. I've got to ask my wife a question. What's that one where it takes place in Reno?
Remains.
Remains. Doesn't look good in color. It needs if you black and white really adds to it, makes it feel how's yeah, and like the cursing, the black and white, it adds to it. And because of Walking Dead, you really can't read another comic.
So what's your
that's in
final
color.
grade on this book? So you're down to about 45 seconds or minute here.
Okay, if I would go 4 stars being the best, 1 star being Fade to Black, which is the shittiest comic ever, I'd give it 3.5 stars. I was really impressed. Can't wait to see where it leads to. They're leaving the base to go to the other base. They got only 2 vehicles. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to pick up the other issues. Good job, Brian. I guess he has other comics about zombies out there. I got to pick them up, read them, see how they are. And I got 11 seconds. So this is to our hometown girl. You know who you are. Have fun up in Europe. We miss you. And here's a chug for you.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do my pick of the week, which is gonna just probably be hated upon. I'm gonna go with the Rawhide Kid, just put out by Marvel. I don't know how to get this in the picture. Anyways, he's a cowboy.
There we go.
He that was issue 1. I also have issue 2, which just came out.
There you go.
Which is kind of an all good, bad, the ugly. You can tell it's very quirky just by looking at the covers. This one says the smelly, the nasty, the fabulous. I'm under the assumption that the Rawhide Kid is gay. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I actually am fully enjoying this book. I get giddy when I see it on the stands in there. I'm about to add it. It's sadly a mini series. It's only going to run 4 issues. I don't know if it could run a full series. It might, get bad. I don't know how long you can play this off, but it's really hilarious, and at the same time, it's got the cowboy grit. I mean, it's everything you want in a cowboy story. He's unstoppable gunslinger. It's got all your famous people: Annie Oakley, the Herbs, Wyatt, and his brothers that nobody cares about.
I like Virgil.
Nobody cares about Virgil.
The wrestler Virgil?
No, Virgil Herb. Nobody cares about him. Am I correct? I mean, you don't even know who he is, so obviously I'm right. It's just a good cowboy story. Basically you have different gunfighter styles matching up. Like I said before, the guy is super flamboyant, which adds a comedy to it. It's good on all levels. I thoroughly enjoy it. I suggest, to anybody that's not super hardcore comic book reader, go out there and pick this up. It's 4 issues. It's not going to cost you very much money. Anybody that's a Western fan, you're probably going to enjoy it. Anybody that likes the flamboyant kind of comedy feel, you're probably going to enjoy it. If you like Tosh.0, I'm still confused. Is he gay? You might enjoy it. I'm not sure.
By curious.
He is awesome. I love him. I just saw his show here in Reno because we're from Nevada. Shout out to Nevada.
Woo!
And anyways, I'm going to keep running with Cowboys. Jonah Hex, awesome. Read it.
I got a question.
Good, Bad, Ugly. Read it. Man with No Name. Read it. Cowboy books rule. Superheroes. You're second best in comic books behind the Cowboys. I mean, you can't beat a cowboy. Every girl wants one. Every boy wants to be one.
That's the Nevada. Yeah. Question about the Marvel one that you just said. The Rawhide Kid. Is it taking place during modern times, or is it actually taking place in the past, like Jonah Hex?
Cowboy times. It's taking in the past like Jonah Hex. By the way, you will see me do a full review on Jonah Hex. Look out for it. It's going to be a big review.
You still have like 2 minutes.
I still have 2 minutes, so let's continue on the review here. The writing. Like I said, I like the book. The reason why is comedy meets hardcore, action. I don't know how he melded it. I'm not even sure who the writer is. I mean, the book says Zimmerman, Chankin, and Delgado. The only one I know is Zimmerman, and I don't know what I know him from. It's the only one that rings a bell. But those are the 3 people doing the book. Great job, guys. The art doesn't have to be gritty like most Western books are, and that is because of the comedy feel. Jonah Hex, kind of the long-lasting cowboy book that we have.
Which he sucks.
Jonah Hex is probably my favorite character, so let's not say he sucks. Let's just say you don't like him.
All right. Now you read a lot of Marvel's space comics, and you're now reading a Western comic. Which one do you think Marvel portrays better? The space Odyssey?
Oh, by far space. They're really good with sci-fi. But this is a mini series, so I don't think they'll be able to screw it up before it finishes. And that about finishes the review. Give Rawhide Kid a read. Check out the other Western books. Westerns aren't dead. You just need to support them before they die.
And good zombie books. Last Zombie. Good book. Walking Dead. Awesome book. Crossed. Yeah, awesome book. So that's all for now, right? And we're going to do our rants next. So talk to you soon.